Hey, what's happening, everybody? Let's take two on this episode of Starting Past Your Expiration Date, Being Thrifty Over 50. I'm your one host, Jay. Hold on. I don't have ears, so I have to call.
Oh. and I think Peg is here finally. Sorry, everybody.
Happy Easter a week early.
The timing couldn't have been worse, could it? I mean,
No,
really.
no, you were gone.
I know.
The second you're about to go live.
We're sitting here already. All of a sudden, my screen goes poof. I said, and I looked. And my Wi-Fi hadn't gone out yet, but my connections were not there, of course. But then about 5 minutes later, the Wi-Fi went, and I said, but when I did come back, but Jason said he had just finished.
Oh yeah, she goes, I'm good. Right after I was said goodbye to you guys, like 3 seconds after I said goodbye, she goes, oh hey, I'm good.
I know.
So we were already gone.
But thank you for rejoining us, or if you couldn't make the early hour, maybe you made the later hour.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Your day today.
I know. It was crazy. We had a great eBay meetup on Saturday. It was really good. Nice crowd. We had 2 new ladies join us, Chris and Tammy, and we were glad to have them. And they were all excited and learned a lot. And Ann Mills gave a great speech all about activewear. And she was terrific. You might want to think about having her as one of your guests because she really did a great job. And we are planning a meetup with Angela Ritchie and her group at our next month meeting. So we're going to team up and meet in Columbus area. And we're going to go to a flea market and do a scavenger hunt and lunch in tiki bars. So we've got a full agenda coming up next month. So anybody in the Columbus area, if you're watching the show tonight, let us know. We're going to be putting all the information, in our Facebook group in regards to time and locations and all of that. But the Columbus people that say it's too far to drive up, well, we're coming down to you. So come join us.
And for all you dealing with thunderstorms and whatnot,
you put it away.
AT4.
Oh, I know. I mean, it was gorgeous here yesterday. We had a beautiful day. But today, not so good. Not so good. That's for sure. Yeah, mine's not too exciting. I got a little tiki mug here, but just plain old water tonight.
Wait, we're doing a show on Swizzles. You don't have an open?
No, I don't.
Drinking vessel with a swizzle? Come on.
I got tons surrounding me. Tons.
I know. So that's what we're talking about. Have you ever been sitting at the bar talking to your friends, just kind of swizzling your drink, and have you thought, I should take this home? Have you ever thought that? Now, if you've never thought that, and you're at a fun bar, a bar that maybe has a theme, like, say, I don't know, a tiki bar, you should snag that and go home with it.
Yep.
Very nice.
I mean, mommy's so bad that when I'm at tiki bars and I see people leave and go and their drinks are still sitting on the table with the swizzles still in the glasses, I'll go and get the swizzles.
Debbie's saying the same thing in the chat. I am always shocked when I'm at Frankie's and I see them throwing away swizzles on people's drink that didn't take them home. Now, you don't have to take them home to to be selling them. I mean, just a little memory of your trip too.
Right.
I don't know how my camera got readjusted. There we go. So we're going to talk about that tonight because I did say it in those of you who tuned in for the little early short show. I did say swizzles aren't going to make you rich, but they're free if you're at the bar. It's one of those products you can find at every estate sale, every flea market, every antique mall. And they're great. Some are great to sell on their own, and there are some duds, but it's great as a marketing tool. That's what we're going to talk about today, too. So, I actually played a game once. We were in a really crowded tiki bar. This could be a fun game for those of you to play. And it was a bar where people weren't really sitting. There was some tables, but it was a crowded bar where most of us were standing. And it was, how many Swizzles can you snag out of other people's drinks while they're drinking them? So the game goes like this. So say I'm the stranger person, and I'm talking to my friend. I'm like, so how you doing? So what's happening over there? Yeah. And I'm just yanking out their Swizzle, and they don't know their Swizzle's gone.
I like it.
But a quick fun Swizzle story. This was just a week ago. I forget where we were. Maybe Tiki Bar, maybe Casino. But I watched a girl do this for the whole time it took for her to get past me. And so it was probably a good 10 full seconds. She kept going.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm like, Stace, look at this. She does have a straw. She is trying her damnedest to stuck through the Swizzle.
Oh, my. And I tell you, in today's times in the tiki world, the swizzle sticks are getting better and better all the time.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the kind of progression.
Uh-huh.
All right, but first thing is a little, well, where are we? Okay, so here's the quickest history of a product we've ever talked about. Ready? Mm-hmm. So Swizzles were around for over 100 years, but they were patented in 1934 by J. Sindler, who founded a cocktail accessory company called Spirit. And it was a spear tip stick with room for advertising on the top. The company is still in business today as Spirit Food Service, so that's pretty crazy, a company from 34. But Swizzles have made, like, Tiki had a second birth. So Tiki, like many things, was killed by disco in the 70s and then was reborn in the late 90s and then in full swing by the early 2000s. Swizzles were kind of a passe thing. And now, and not just tiki bars, but all kinds of bars have just the most amazing, like Swizzles have become an art unto themselves. So it really adds the accent on the drink.
Yeah, I mean, us tiki freaks, I mean, we love to see what Swizzles are coming with our cocktails because, you know, that's part of the fun. Besides the drink being yummy and the accoutrements, you want to see what kind of Swizzle stick you're going to get. That's half the challenge, you know. And
the modern, especially the modern tiki bars, because that's where I've spent most of my time, they're, for the most part, switching them out constantly.
Yep.
Constantly. So as an example, this was the first Frankie's stir. Mm-hmm. And it was light purple. So they've brought it back and they've made it green. They've made it orange. And then there is a tiki inside of Frankie's where the tiki's holding the spear and there's a person's head mounted on top of the spear. Well, the person's head on top of the spear is Moss, who owns Frankie's. And so at one point they switched it to the spear with Moss's head on it.
Nice.
So, and green and red. So all these bars are not just making one Swizzle and sitting on it. They're making tons of cool Swizzles. So let's, I took some artwork from my other show because we separated them into scores and duds. Some good stuff and some stuff like it's one of those things where don't think, oh, Jason and JPeg are talking about Swizzles. I should buy every Swizzle. No. That's not the case. Someone who's been buying Tiki stuff because of me said, I thought it would be easier to sell Tiki stuff. And I said, well, you got to find the good stuff. You need to find the good stuff. That's the problem. All right, Mom, why don't you tell us about the first thing you found here?
All right. Well, how come it says the scores of the week, Jason, on my TV over there, on my monitor?
Because I use the graphic for the good stuff.
Oh, I see.
I pay attention to the show you're on. I just explained.
Well, I know, but I've got the other thing. Okay, this, you know, what I found is you will see.
That's not water in your cup, you liar.
Some of the things that I found, that it seems that the early Swizzles made of glass are going to bring you really good money if you find glass ones. As you can see, I mean, this is a Bimini art glass, and it's a jockey on his horse. And that sold for $85. So, you know, you really, as we go along at the samples that I found, you're going to see that the glass ones really bring some nice money. Not all, but some. Yeah. Now this was a complete set, and you know, and I have found some sets in boxes. Jason, have you found any in boxes?
Yeah, but I never sell them. They're all in my bar.
Yeah, I know it's hard to part with them. but as you can see, this one here with the pink elephants sold for $75. So, I mean, and most people, even when I see them at estate sales, they don't usually have a high price on these unless they really, really know, what they've got. Most of the time you can pick them up for a couple of dollars. So, if you're spending $2 to $5 on that set and it sells for 75, that's a really nice score.
Yeah, I would say the average estate sale company, here's a product where they're just going to put a couple bucks and move them.
Right.
They'll look at the furniture deeper. They'll look at the art deeper. They will not look at the bar accoutrements too deep.
Yep, exactly. Okay, then, this was just a lot. As you can see, a lot of some of the things that we've collected over the years. But even if and I do have a ton sitting around in my house that are just average. But look what he got out of 3 bids, $61. How can you hate that?
Now, 61 doesn't seem a lot for 315, but someone in the fruity board today got a box of a couple hundred for $5.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you put that, if you don't do any sort and you put that box up, you might get $60 out of it. And I got to tell you, a lot of this is crap. All these straight ones with just the name of the hotel or the bar on the side, those are worthless. No one cares about those.
Right.
They're as an overall collection, yeah. I mean, you could definitely find a box at a garage sale for $5 and turn it into $60. Nice and easy.
Yeah, very, very much so. Okay, now these, again, Murano glass, and Mommy was in Murano last summer in Italy. And these just, were the swizzle sticks here, and they sold for $41. What a deal. Now, the reason I picked this one, I mean, they brought good money, but I thought that was a heck of a way to display them and take your picture. I really like that. So I'm going to do that with mine.
Yeah.
Smaller amounts. Oh, Mom's getting a tickle.
Yeah, so the Tropicana is obviously here in Vegas.
Right.
But, and they got $50 for 6, but, they didn't even use Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They definitely used every form of swizzle, stirrer, stick, barware, teal green, gold lettering lot. Like, you definitely do not need the words gold lettering in there. And cocktail stick, cocktail swizzle stick. And they didn't have a cocktail in the title either.
No. I mean, they missed some serious key words there.
Yeah. If you were drinking rum, you probably wouldn't have that tickle now.
Yeah. And now this I liked because on this particular instance, these are Trader Vic's swizzle sticks, and they're not common, but you can find them pretty easily most of the time. But he sold his along with the mug. And I thought that, I've got some ordinary common mugs as well. So I thought that was kind of a good hook, to get to sell yours. And he sold that, the mug and the swizzles for $59. So didn't you think that was a good idea? I kind of like that idea.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I threw this one in here, and do I have it sitting here? Yep. So we're going to talk about the progression of swizzles in a minute. But this is one swizzle that sold for $23, and I have about, 5 or 6 laying around my house. No. So Longitude was a tiki bar in Oakland. It was actually a really good bar, had great cocktails. Luckily made it once because it closed soon after, and it's since reopened as a tiki bar called Kontiki now. But they went for, although it was tiki through and through in terms of cocktails and even music, the look was more safari than your typical tiki bar. So that's why they went with the giraffe swizzle. So the little tip here is, if a bar didn't last long and you got a swizzle, you can command a little bit more money. And I'm going to show you a vintage one that kind of meets that criteria in a minute here.
Okay. There's a question in the chat from Paul. He wants to know, do you list swizzle sticks as new when you get them from the bartender? Instead of in your glass, I guess that's what he means. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how would you even know the one in your glass was newer? Yeah. I never thought about that, but, I would guess if you're selling a modern one, sure, say new. If you're selling one from 1957, yeah, say used.
Right. I don't think that's something that they look for, do you?
No, unless, of course, if this was scuffed and some of the spots were missing, then yeah. But, you would never know. Once you rinse this off, you'd never know.
But now look at this lot. I mean, they're older ones, but look at the money they brought, Jace. I mean, I know that this was back a while ago. I found these on WorthPoint, but $300. Holy Toledo.
Yeah.
Oh, now I thought these were interesting. Maybe because you got the Bakelite or Bakelite, however everybody pronounces it different. But I have never found any, Jason. Have you ever seen any?
I
Maybe.
don't think so.
I don't think Mom has either. And I just thought that was very interesting and something to be on the lookout for, because they sold for $350 a year ago. So, wow, you know.
Now, not all Swizzles are plastic, as we can see by this silver.
Yeah. And look at the money these brought. This was only a year ago, you guys. So, you know, 4 sterling silver animal themed cocktail. These are the picks, Jason. Remember, Mommy?
Yeah, this is where you put your fruit on and stick it in the drink.
Yeah, and I've got some I can show in a little bit, but these are the picks. But be on the lookout for those 2 guys because they do as well. Now, Mom saw this one a number of times, Jason, when I was doing our research. This particular one, I mean, if you ever come across it, you guys, it always sells in this $500 range every time I saw it. And there was a number of them. So, and I never would have picked that up for a swizzle, Jason. You know,
yeah. I would never notice this and think, oh, cocktail swizzle.
Yeah, I know.
But I get it because there is a specific bar tool, and I don't know the name of this, so if we have any mixologists in the chat right now, but it's long, and then it's got the little prongs at the end, and it's because not every cocktail is shaken. Some are stirred, and some are whatever this is. You use it to kind of whip it up through from the bottom. Yep. So that's kind of more the angle of this swizzle right here.
Yeah, but even as many as I saw that had sold, and there was a number of them, they were all in that $500 range. Some were more, some were a little less. But you know, apparently it's one that people are looking for. So that one we got. So we got there's our your next scavenger hunt. Put someone on that one.
Oh shit!
Yes. Now look at this. Can you believe this, you guys? Here you go, Venezia. So apparently, I'm assuming it's from Venice Art Glass Collection, which could be also near Murano because all of that glassware is there in Italy. And this one sold for $700 for still new in the box. But wow. I mean, Mom was blown away when I started to do more research and just to see what kind of money, is in Swizzles. So, if you're lucky enough to come across any of these, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, here we go.
I am.
I know. I mean, look at this, you guys. And Jason, there were about 4 or 5 of these listed and selling all in that $7,000 price range. I mean, it's been quite a while ago. But they're champagne cocktail stirs, I guess. And all the ones that I saw sold were in this kind of a box. Not all were purple linings, but some were black. But Lalique, yeah, a lot of you know Lalique, probably the name. So isn't that just unbelievable? Really something.
All right, Courtney states that that utensil I'm talking about is called a boilie. It's BOI space LELE.
Oh, okay.
Sure, couldn't be an easy word. All right. Judge of the week. So, just because we've shown you some things when Razzle Dazzle up to $7,000 does not mean the Swizzle is worth your time.
All right. I saw these a number of times, and they're just nothing. I mean, the contemporary ones from Walt Disney World, they don't bring any money, you guys. I mean, unless you want to do a listing for $5, that's entirely up to you. But I saw a number of these, and that was the highest priced one at $4.99. All the rest were $1, $2, $3. So nothing exciting about that particular Swizzles. But don't let that deter you from Disney Swizzles because there are some that are definitely worth better money. But don't go for the contemporary unless you're just mixing them in with a bunch.
And make sure your lighting's good. What are these? Way too much light.
Yeah, you can't even tell
what's too much light.
Yeah, it's pretty poor, isn't it?
And then here's another one from the
another one.
But I do like how they crisscross them. It definitely sets up the square a lot nicer. You can see it a little bit better, but still, $2.99 starting bid. It's not not exciting.
No. At least you can make out what he had.
And a nice display. However,
$1.04. Was that even worth the time and effort?
It wasn't worth the time to fan them out.
I know, which is too bad because it looks so nice. I give them a lot of credit for the display, but nobody cares about Circus Swizzles apparently.
Now, someone's asking, how about Club 33 from Disney? Yeah, anything.
Oh,
anything
I saw
Club 33 Disney, even the Swizzles, even the napkins in the bathroom are worth money. So,
yeah, I did see a couple of those, honey. I did not pull them in, but they were there. They were there. There's one. How much is that one up for? 33.
these are actually, let's go with solds here.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, well, some.
Four sold for 20, and then see,
Yeah.
someone took the hand towel from the bathroom like I did, a swizzle, and $20. So yeah, absolutely.
Hey, if it's free, there you go.
All right, now mom noticed people are selling swizzles for like 99 cents, $3 shipping.
I mean, I don't get that. I just don't. I'm sorry, guys. Look at that. I mean, and the Playboy ones, they bring no money. You know, I saw quite a few of those, and these even had Mr. Peanut, and look what he got, 99 cents. And there's
89
another
cents.
89 cents. Yeah, for the Playboy Bunny ones. So I was just trying to let you guys know, don't go there. They just not.
When you list clothing and other types of items that you definitely need a measurement, I don't recommend putting the tape measure in your listing, but you can. What is the point of measuring the bottoms of 14 swizzles? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, that's kind of dumb.
Now this guy, he's got tons of $3 and free.
Yes. Did I give you 2 or 3 of these? It was the same guy, and he had listed them all singly.
And out of focus too.
Yeah, not good shots. And $3 and free shipping. Well, those shipping is gonna, with today's prices, is almost gonna be $3. So that's why I was showing you those, you guys, because I just thought, boy, this person.
Melissa said I thought Playboy would sell. There's 2 problems with that, Melissa. There are millions of those bunny swizzles in existence.
Yep.
You can find them at every sale that has swizzles. And, you know, Playboy stopped doing nudity, and then they kind of brought it back. They really lost any momentum. So one of those things that people don't care about really anymore.
No, they don't.
Now, here's one thing I would say. People often ask me, Jay, new, you know, they're limiting how many listings I can have so I prove myself. I always say, sell some cheap CDs, get some good sales under your belt.
That's true.
The only reason you would do that with $3 swizzles with free shipping, he's got 26,000 feedback. So he's not doing it because he needs sales, but also if you get a negative or 2 and it's making your percentage look bad, the way to make your percentage look better is to sell a whole bunch of stuff. So you can sell a whole bunch of cheap stuff, CDs, swizzles, other things that are easy to ship, and that will help soften the blow of a negative. That's what I recommend. I don't recommend doing it just to do it, though.
Right.
Treading water.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, there's other things you can list to get you a little more money.
Another $3 one. Now he's on some dirty fabric.
Yeah. Now, I thought this was good, but I thought it went kind of cheap, personally. Well, he had it on sale. It was it looks like he took a best offer. But this was from the Halakahiki. Oh no, this is mine.
Mom. I'm like, how long is it taking to realize this is her listing?
Oh my God. I'm looking at it and I said, oh, that's us. Yeah, your father said take it. I didn't think we should have.
You listen to Dad way too often.
I know. I know, because he always goes so freaking low. And I don't like to go low.
So the reason I brought this up was, excuse me, here's the marketing part of it. If this mainly works for tiki bars, because not many other bars sell products like mugs and stuff. But if you get a swizzle from a bar and you're going to flip one of the mugs, you put it together because it helps market it. Other people will sell the mugs too, but they won't have a nice grouping of the coaster, the matches, and the swizzle. Yeah. And here's another prime example. Tiki Tolteca is down in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. And this is a cool mug, and they threw the swizzle in with it to help market it. And what it does too, bonus keywords in your title.
Right.
And then sometimes, this is my listing, the mug has a swizzle that is specific to it. So this is a swizzle that obviously is shaped like a trident with a fish on it. And that's the specific swizzle for this Frankie's mug. So, you know, you don't really have much of a choice other than to sell. I've seen people sell without it. And I'm like, man, you're missing the best part of this mug if you don't have that swizzle.
Right, exactly, honey.
All right, Ma. Oh, I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Oh, no, no, don't do
Here's
that.
my listing that did not sell for $47.39. Here's someone else's listing, the exact same thing, sold for $51.95. So I'll give you a second to look at this listing, which is the one that sold for more money.
Okay.
And then I'll give you a second to look at my listing. And what have I screwed up, which shocks the hell out of me?
Let's see, Monk Chinky.
Chat, you feel free to answer what I messed up
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So I'm glad we did this show because I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. Okay.
Smuggler's Cove, lidded rum barrel. Oh, it doesn't say tiki mug.
Oh, it doesn't say tiki mug. I'm a moron. It does not say tiki. Because I thought, why would somebody buy this exact same thing for more money than the one I have?
Yeah.
And then I realized, I didn't say tiki mug. So maybe mine got missed.
Well, I'm sure you were in a hurry. You know how that I've done it too.
Yes, Debbie's called me a goober. I'm a goober. All right. Did I spell San Francisco wrong too? Oh, I sure did.
Yes, you did.
I got all kinds of problems. Let's find all the mistakes Jay made. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Going once?
Was it a late night listing?
Had to have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So let's show some live examples and just give you some other things. You know, mainly both Mom and I have tiki laying around. You know, we showed a Las Vegas grouping that didn't do well, but I would still look at them. If you could put some of the classics together. Now, they had in that grouping, they had a lot of Circus Circus. Circus Circus still exists. The Dunes doesn't, and this is a pretty cool swizzle. So if I had a whole grouping of these vintage Vegas ones, of ones that don't exist, then I would say yay. Now, this usually sells pretty well. All right, let me see where, does it say it anywhere on here? Yeah.
Is that Jack Daniels?
Oh, God.
Oh. Why didn't you tell me? You got to warn Mom.
That's what I was looking to hide the name.
Oh.
Okay. I was going to say, who is this? All right. So this is the swizzle for Jack Daniels. The lighting was better earlier for me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
This is the statue of Jack from Lynchburg. But here's the thing. They do sell okay, but they've made this exact swizzle for at least 30 years, maybe more.
Yeah.
And so although they do sell in groupings, they're not rare. It looked like this in 1972 and looks like this in 2019. 2016, what year is it?
Whoops. Well, aren't you proud of me that at least I knew who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking a little bit about Hawaiian ones too. So here is the Holiday Inn, and what's cool is it's a surfboard. So not every swizzle is going to look the same, and so that's why I wanted to share this one. Let me turn this light off, see if it looks better.
Okay.
Hold on. You know, I was set up for lighting at 3 o'clock, and focus.
Yeah.
No, it's worse actually.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to throw you up there because you got your little black background.
Yeah. Okay. The one I'm going to show you, everybody, is from the Orchid Island Hotel in Hilo, Hawaii. I had a black background here, which I thought is kind of a really cool one, just different, you know. Does that show up well enough on the black background? Okay. So that, you know, and what I would do is, you know, with, of course, some of these I keep for myself, but the ones that I have doubles of, I will make a compilation of Hawaiian ones. This one is from the top of Waikiki Revolving Restaurant. And you can see it there, guys. Does that help? Okay.
Yeah, bring it a little closer, though.
Okay. Does it get too blurry? Oh, yeah, that shows up pretty good.
Now, I see that from Waikiki, and I raised you this one from, so it's the same shape. So obviously the same company made it.
Okay. What do you got? What do you got?
So this is the Cinerama Hotels, but what's cool is
that's cool.
Chief's Hut.
All right, well, I'm going to see that, and I'm going to raise you Hawaiian Village in Hawaii. This is one of Mom's favorite hotels. The old timers there. Whoops, let's see. Am I upside down on the writing? Oh no, I was right. There we are. Okay, so there's that one. Kind of cool. Okay. All right. Oh, I got to show this one, Jason, because I thought this was kind of cool.
Hold on. I see your Hawaiian Village.
Oh no.
And I got a Hawaiian Village you can never ever find.
Oh, what do you got? What do you got?
So, and it says, it's hard to read. Even I had to figure out what it said. It says Hawaiian Village down the spine, but it's in such a funky font. It's tough to read. So there you go.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that. All right, now, okay, now, Mom. Now, this has nothing to do with Hawaii, but I thought this was pretty cool. It's called Stand Up, and here, I'll put it up here for you guys to see. So as you can see, it's a guy holding a microphone, but then at the bottom, there's the microphone also down here. So I thought that was a very clever one, and I can't. If it does say where it's from, it's too tiny, and Mom can't read it. Let me hold on, guys. Let me take a quick peek. See if I can make out any. Nope. Stand Up Records. Stand Up Records. That's what it says. So I just thought that was neat and different. Now, I'm also, Jason, I'm going to show my picks that I have, okay?
All right, before I do the picks,
okay.
One thing I wanted to point out is...
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, wait, yeah. Before I do those, I got some other ones, too.
So you want to keep your eyes peeled and make sure you're... Oops, I'm on the screen. You're reading the stick, because here is a Tiki Moai.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is from, okay, so this is a shout out to my boy, Dennis Weddle, who doesn't watch live normally. He lives in North Dakota. Dennis is in the Thrift and Board. He's in the Secret Beach. If he can source in a corner of North Dakota and keep an eBay business going, we all can do it. And he never sees Tiki in North Dakota. But this is from the Tiki Ark in Williston, North Dakota. So there we go. Shout out. At some point in this life, Tiki has been everywhere, even North Dakota. Oh. But read the stick, because here is the exact same swizzle, although in black, from Tommy Wong. So it's the exact same swizzle.
Yep.
And then, even cooler, although it's from no place, it's purple. It's gold sparkle.
Oh, that's cool.
Same swizzle, really nice, but no location. So always read, because here's another example. This is a swizzle that's more of a pick, and we'll jump to Mom's picks from the Kona Kai. Okay. Nice. Mm-hmm. And here's the exact same one from the Kona Kai in yellow.
Nice.
And here's the exact same swizzle, but from Tiki Gardens at Disneyland.
Oh, nice.
All right. So just because you've seen it once, the white one from Kona Kai might not be worth as much as the red one from Disneyland. So always read your swizzles.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, let's do your picks.
Okay, well, I had this one first, and I will get to the picks. This is the Jungle Bird from Sacramento, California.
Nice.
Yeah, it was kind of different. I kind of like that one. But as we were talking before, guys, I've got some picks. Of course, Mom treasures these, and I am giving a couple to my son because he doesn't have them. Oh, I'll have to hold these up, Jason, not on black because they won't show. These picks here, you guys, are from the Kon-Tiki in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh.
And they are marked with the name on the back of Cleveland, Ohio, so which is really, really nice. And as most of you know, the Kon-Tiki was located in downtown Cleveland at Public Square in the bottom of the Sheraton Hotel. So I got there once on my prom night. And one of my other picks is a Trader Vic, Little Manahuni. Does that show up well enough? Yeah, it says Trader Vic's on there. So yeah, so don't pass up the picks either. And then a lot of money also, you guys, look for your airlines. Now this one is United Airlines, so it's not, United's still around. But I have things from
Dennis is in the chat. Hey Dennis.
All right.
That Tiki Art closed in the 80s. Was there mugs, Dennis? I have never seen a mug from Tiki Art. That's your job. Yeah. That's your mission if you choose to accept it.
This is a stir from TWA. So I have a bunch of things from airlines that are no longer. So those will bring you some money. Oh, I want to show this one set too, Jace. I meant to do this, and I'm sorry I didn't. Mommy's been holding on to these. These are swizzle sticks with a shell on the top of each that I just scarfed up, and all it says is on the stick is Aloha Hawaii. But I like it because it has the shells, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a set of 8. So if I was to sell these, which I won't for a while, I'm sure, because of the shell, I probably could get around $25 for that set. And when we go to our Tiki functions too, Jason, that's another source of getting, swizzle sticks. Like this came from the Hukilau, which is a Tiki gathering, and of course, we also have the ones from. I didn't dig mine out, Jason, from Ohana, luau the lake. Oh, I might have one. Wait, oh no, I lied. Here's one. It says Ohana, luau the lake. Looks like a fishing hook or a whale hook. That one's pretty cool. And this is another one. Ohana gives out a nice swizzles every year.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a really nice one.
All right, so here's a progression of swizzles. So, and they're not all the same shape. This is from the Aku Aku in Las Vegas. As you can see, it's a spoon.
Mm-hmm.
And here are a couple down the beachcombers. So it's kind of like the spear for the fruit and a swizzle put together because it's super long compared to most. And there's another down the beachcomber. Mm-hmm. And again, as I told you, you look for ones that didn't last too long. So there's the tiki on the front. I don't know if it's going to be able to show up. Oh, yeah. Mauna Loa was a tiki bar in Detroit that lasted about 6 months.
Wow, no kidding.
They found out the hard way no one wants to visit Detroit in the winter. So,
yeah.
So short-lived. But here's where swizzles used to be. Because it's in your drink, the only part that is actually the art is the top.
Right.
However, that changed. Now, I mean, talk about a perfect segue. Red Hill Midget said, "Hey, Jay, visited Pagan Idol in San Francisco last night. Awesome atmosphere and drinks. Thanks for all your recommendations over the years." Hey, look, a Pagan Idol one right here, ready to go.
Oh, nice.
Now, as you can see, it went from the top of the swizzle to the entire swizzle. So that's Pagan Idol. This is Lost Lake in Chicago. So the piranha is eating the bamboo stalk.
Uh-huh.
And then Lost Lake did this big leaf.
Yeah, I like that one. That's pretty.
And then we saw the longitude one. And there is a tiki bar in Pittsburgh called Hidden Harbor, and they decided to do a banana, but they did in multiple colors. So if you're going to flip these while you're sitting at Hidden Harbor in Pittsburgh, if you've gotten one in your drink that's yellow and you see like some pinks and greens behind the bar, just ask the bartender. They're happy to give them to you.
Yeah, usually they do. This is kind of going back to an older bar in Florida called the Mom went to one when it was called the Wreck Bar, and it's at the Castaways. And this was the Wreck Bar was at the Castaway Motel, and I stayed there a couple of times back in the day. So here it is in red, and then it changed its name to the Tahitian Bar, and I have two of those in the Castaways from down in Florida. So those are. I have
the same one in teal.
Oh, nice, yeah, and that bar's old, Jason. That I mean, mommy went to Florida with my girlfriend when Dad was in the Army, so that was back in the 60s.
My sister's is going to come to work tomorrow, and the desk is just littered with swizzle. She'll be like, "What's going on?
What is it
in your office?" All right, what? Go ahead, Ma.
No, I was just finishing.
All right, so here's what we're going to end on. Because I know you're all going to look for swizzles now. Make sure to ignore, unless you need it for yourself, make sure to ignore ones that no one gives a crap about.
Yeah.
Here's just a generic flamingo, a generic palm tree, and a Happy New Year. Now, if you want these for your home bar, fine, great. But there is, you buy a dozen of these for like $2.99.
Yeah.
So make sure you ignore these. But here's what's the newest thing. People have their swizzles made with those 3D art printers. So my buddy has one at his house, one of the smaller versions. And we had a party for the Las Vegas Knights hockey team last year playoff. And so he brought these hockey stick swizzles that he made in his living room.
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
That's a keeper.
Now, that is on a smaller at-home version. There is an artist whose name is Tom Laura, but he goes by Big Toe. And he had one done on a more expensive high-tech one. So it says Big Toe at the end in cursive.
Oh, guys, I like those.
So that's where we're going. You can make your own. So that's pretty cool. All right. So before we get to the rest of the show, someone said, eBay should have some swizzles at eBay Open. They have had them in the past. Look at that.
Yeah, look at those goodies, huh?
They're sponsored by the post office. So here's the deal.
Okay.
The first 5 people who message me, I want a swizzle on Facebook, I will send you an eBay one and a Frankie's one.
How cool.
So first 5 on Facebook who message me, I want a swizzle, I will send you these.
There you go. I got one last one because this is going to be a gift for you. This is a Don one that Jason does not have. Imagine that. My son doesn't have this one. It's at the where Don performed was at the Polynesian Palace in Waikiki. And of course, when Dad and I first saw him in 1964, he was performing at Duke's in the international marketplace. So I'm sending you those and 2 of the Kontikis. Okay? Or actually, I'll probably just bring them out when I come.
All right, I got my 5 I want to swizzle. So
yep, we already got them. We got winners.
Yep.
Good.
Got the winners. All right.
Okay.
And thank you for the help on my shitty listing. All right. All right. So we kind of combined That's My Mama and Mama's Boyish Week. Now, every week we do these cute or embarrassing photos of me and Mom. And so, obviously, Easter is next Sunday. We won't be having a show on Easter.
Right.
But here we are. This is Easter 1977.
Uh-huh.
So that puts me at 6 years old. And I would always tell people I was the same height as my kindergarten teacher. And people always say bullshit. Now, if you look, I am 6 years old. I am 3/4 of my mother's height, and she's 5'8".
Right.
So my Mrs. Alger, my kindergarten teacher, was like 4'11" or 4'10".
Right.
If you remember Mrs. Alger, Ma.
Oh, sure.
Kindergarten of 5th when I was 5 and 6. By the time I was six, I looked Mrs. Alger in the eye.
He was a pretty teacher, and she had blonde hair.
Yep.
Yep.
So that was that Easter, and then the Easter, I think 2 years before it. Here's me and my sister with the Easter bunny.
Oh, it was digging your pants. All right. Hey, go back to the other picture a second. I just wanted to make a comment on your Easter basket that you're holding. For some of you might remember, a few weeks ago, I sold that basket, that antique basket, for a good amount of money. I think I sold that baby around 100, 125 because of, the vintage antique ones. I shouldn't say vintage, just antique baskets, sell for good money. And how's Mom's hairdo there? Did you catch my hairdo?
Yeah, our hairdo kind of matches, Ma.
Yeah, it does.
We kind of have this mother-son bull haircut going on.
Yeah, and now the picture with you and your sister at the Easter Bunny, that's 1975. So
I want to point out something. My good friend Linda is in my Facebook Messenger. So everyone said I want a swizzle. So the first 5 get them. And she's the last one, and she wrote, "I'm a slowpoke." That's all she wrote.
Well, I have a few extra Frankies if you need any extras.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Everyone who said I want a swizzle, I only got 5 of the eBays, but I'll send you all out a couple. So I will message the winners and a couple extras to get your address. But I do want to read something to Mom you haven't seen yet today.
Okay.
And I'll keep you on the screen so we can get your reaction.
Oh,
so Misty C on Facebook made a comment on, not Facebook, on YouTube on one of our older shows and said, "I love you, make this a family business. So great. My new favorite reselling channel."
Aw, isn't that nice?
I don't know if Missy's watching tonight, but
yeah.
Thank you, Missy.
Thank you so much. I know I've said it before, but it has been a joy and a pleasure for me to do this with Jason at my age. I mean, it really has been such an uplifting thing for Mom to find this at this time of my life. And I thoroughly enjoy it. And I was so bummed when our show, got botched up earlier today, because when you're all ready and you're excited and you want to be involved with everyone, just the same way I feel when I have my eBay meetings with everybody. It's just so good to be together and talk with people who understand what you're doing. And I just love it. And it's been a joy for your mother. So thank you all for all your kind words. I truly, truly hold them dear to me.
All right. So before we get to the rest of the show, I forgot. I have one more thing I want to share with you about Swizzles to help marketing. So, but first, I want to get some thumbs up down there. So let's give us some thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
And, we only got 43 right now. We have like 150 people watching. So come on, give us a thumbs up. Let's hit 100 here. And I cannot see. It's so weird. When I host a show now, I can't see how many people are watching, and I can't see.
Oh, really?
It's bizarro.
Well, I can see that, honey. It's 134 watching, and we only have 44 thumbs up. Yeah, Ginny Lorette says I had the Dorothy Hamill haircut too.
Yeah, thanks. I just realized I had a Dorothy Hamill haircut too. Thanks a lot, Mom. I just realized when she said that, I'm like, oh my God, I had a Dorothy Hamill haircut.
Those were the easiest haircuts back in the day. Oh, speaking
What
of
happened? What happened?
Here's all the mom swizzles. I gotta get listed. I've been sitting them here in the jug, and I got a bunch. I got a bunch everywhere. So Mommy's got to get on it. I think I even have a bag full upstairs somewhere.
All right, hit that like button.
Yep.
Where are we at? I can't see it.
Oh, we're up to 58. Come on, gang.
Come on, there's 130 of you watching right now. All right, so here is so I had the John Kennedy. My mom had the Dorothy Hamill. They looked a lot alike.
Oh yeah, they were similar. Very.
Okay, so we talked about when you sell a tiki mug, grab the swizzle and put it with it. Okay, but I'm going to tell you a little more. This little marketing tip. Okay, so I'm going to be listing this 3 dots and a dash sea urchin tiki mug, and with it I have the 3 dots and a dash octopus swizzle. Okay,
that's nice.
That's good. But whilst you're sitting at the bar, if they have branded, snag a napkin. So now we have these things. Okay. Also, if they have branded coasters, snag that.
Yep.
So now we're up to 4 pieces. 3 dots and a dash. Just add these new picks. So let me see if I can get it. There's a little Hawaiian scene on this side, and a little tiny 3 dots and a dash on that side.
I think I've seen those.
Yeah. So I added that.
Yeah.
This is generic, but these are bigger than the normal ones. So that came from 3 dots and a dash.
I've got some of those for sure.
Ever seen the 3 dots and a dash umbrella?
Oh, I have not.
And 3 dots and the dash pins of their tiki mugs.
Oh.
So when I go to market my 3 dots and a dash mug,
yeah, I like the pins.
I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra pieces. So I'm definitely going to up my price.
Oh, yes.
And so those people who are just selling the mug, although I'm going to sell mine for more money and make more, theirs is going to sit a little longer because if you're going to collect that mug, who wouldn't want all this extra swag?
Oh, yeah, you would think for sure. I mean, that definitely huge selling point.
So I know a lot of you go to tiki bars because we talk about it constantly, and you can drink for free. And this is the added little tip on how to enhance how you sell the mugs. All right, let's get to your scores of the week.
All right, let me get that up on the screen so I can see. All right, I bought these glasses at a garage sale, believe it or not. But for the lot, I paid. She had $2 a piece on them. I got them for 10, and I sold them for the full asking price of the $49.99. Flamingo glasses usually sell well, Jason, and these are vintage. And the name is on them. The Panache Art Deco. The name is actually on the glass. So. I always look for glassware because, a lot of people like that Mad Men, glassware. That's still popular. So that was a good one.
Red Hill Vintage, who just went to Pagan Idol, said, per your recommendation, visited 3 dots and bought the Skull Wall Tiki mug. Hard to find the entrance, but per your advice, I found the torches in the alley. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little tricky finding that. Okay. Dad and I found this at a garage sale, and we ended up buying that golf bag. It's a Big Bertha for $12. We did not sell it for $199. We took a best offer of $150. And I had 50, as you can see, $59 in shipping because I always figure California. Well, I ended up selling it to a gentleman right here in Ohio, believe it or not. And so I sent him a nice refund, on the shipping. And, I couldn't have gotten a nicer note, Jason. I mean, sometimes you just have to do that to people because it's nice that we all make a little money on shipping. I know most of us do. But it was just way out of line. In good conscience, I said, I can't do that. So, I think I sent him almost like a $30 refund because it was so cheap because it was so close.
So where did you thrift it? What city? And what city did he live in?
Okay. I got it in Mayfield Heights, which from where I live is about a half an hour away. And he lived in Southern Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So not close to where I found it, but it was a beautiful bag. I mean, the embroidery work on that bag was just gorgeous. So, so for $12 to $150, that was a nice sale.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And here's another thing on that story. He asked me he was a Marine, and he asked me if I could wait till the end of the month when he got paid, and we held it and he paid. So that was nice. That was nice. Okay, paint by number. Continually, I always do sell these. Farm scenes sell especially well, everybody. So never pass up the farm scenes. Those always seem to go quick for Mom. Paid $2 for that and got $24. I took a $24 best offer on that. And this shocked the heck out of Mom. We bought this at a church rummage sale for $1, everybody. And all, it was all there. Yeah. And, the lady told us it was all there. I didn't go through the time to, see if it was all there. But I sold it for the full price of $35. I was excited on that one. One of those cha-ching sold. And I said, oh, my gosh. So that was good. All right. What do we got next? Oh, Mom, I'm always picking up the metal trays, whether they're TV trays or just a lap tray. This one I paid $1 for and sold it for best offer of 21, Jace. So that was nice. And that mid-century modern stuff, people are always looking for them.
Yeah, Sabrina said in the chat, the man who invented paint by numbers died last week.
Oh, yes.
He was like 92 or 94. And his kid said, my dad's art hangs in more houses than any artist in the world.
He's probably right. Because, I have some, you have some, Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All you guys who were teasing me when I showed this on my haul 2 weeks ago at the most. Yeah, probably. I think I showed it at our last show, Jason. And for those of you who don't know, this is the chip dip bowl bracket that we used to put on our big chip dip bowls. You put the hook piece go on the big bowl, and then the little glass bowl would go underneath that other hook. And I bought it for $0.25. This was Mom's quarter. Sold it for my $14.95. And you guys, it sold in minutes. It was in minutes. I put it up and it sold. Just that fast. Okay, remember when I sold a lot of oyster plates here back some time ago? And we picked these up at the place called Seconds City, Jason, where their discount goes down 1% every day that they keep the item in there. Well, there was a set of 8, and by the time the smoke cleared, these ended up costing us they were $8.75 less 40%. So what were they? What did they cost me? 35, 40 cents, whatever. So a gentleman, So a gentleman bought the one, and he made me an offer for $12, and I took it. And then I sent him a quick little note because I didn't know if he read the entire description down below that I had more. So I sent him a quick little note, and I said, I don't know if you know, but I do have more. If you want to add more to your collection, I do have an additional 7. He said, I'll take an additional 3. So I ended up selling the 4 oyster plates for $48 total. And roughly my investment was $2. But by sending him the note, I ended up selling 4 more. So yeah, so oyster plates, again, guys, I've said to you before, try not to, pass those up. Hey, look, Jace.
I'll tell you right now, I never would have picked this CD up, ever.
Well, I took my time at a rummage sale. And I was, I said, okay, I'm going to start scanning all these suckers. Well, this one came up, and there was 2. I have another one to list, Jason, because there were 2 of this particular thing there, and they show decent money. And these were only $0.25. These were, rummage sales. Rummage sales, they don't care. They just, throw them in a box, and you just want to get rid of them. So, so I bought it for $0.25 and sold it for the full asking price of the $19.95.
And for you who have not taken it yet, CDs.com. is the CD webinar I did a couple months ago. Head on over there. There is a discount for 50% off. It's 2.5-hour webinar of how to flip CDs. So, and I'm currently working on how to flip cassettes because it's a whole different ballgame on cassettes. So that'll be my newest thing coming up soon. And
yeah, can't wait.
All right, I got some issues with this listing here, Mom.
Oh, really? Well, what did I do? What did I blow?
Did you sell for 45?
I sold it for 35.
All right. So great shirt. So the nerd in me is mad because Spider-Man is spelled SPII.
Oh, yeah.
-MAN.
Man, right.
But here's your description. Spider-Man, the Hulk, the Thing, Captain America, and many more. Okay, don't ever write and many more.
Okay.
Get all those, but here's where they should be. In your item specifics, so they're searchable.
Oh, right.
All your custom. So here's what you missed out on. You missed out on Wolverine. You missed out on Daredevil, and you missed out on Johnny Storm.
Yeah, because I was in a hurry and I didn't know who they were.
Well, the guy with double D on his chest should be an easy one to figure out.
Well, yeah. I mean, I pulled up Marvel superheroes and all that.
If only you had a son who was a nerd for Marvel. If only. Yeah. If only. But yeah, so just a recommendation. These when someone searches eBay, when someone types something in eBay search, it reads the title and item specifics. So you don't have room in the title for all these characters, but you add the custom item specifics. And so if someone's saying, I'm looking for a Daredevil shirt, and it's not the title, but it is in the item specifics, your listing will show up.
Another thing I didn't do, it must have been late night for Mom. I don't have my measurements on this shirt.
My, oh my, what happened?
Yeah, missed that one. Oh, but look at that. This sold faster than the chip dip bowl. My web chairs. I bought the pair for $4, you guys, and in 10 seconds they sold for $59. I mean, I barely got it listed, Jace, and they sold. It was that fast, honey. And of course, I've seen a lot of things going on in the thrifting board. How do you ship these? As all of you know that watch our show, when Dad ships these, we wrap them in shrink wrap. We put a little bit of cardboard over the corners so the shrink wrap won't poke through, and slap the label on it, and away they go. And a lot of you know we have shipped many, many of these. I saw some things in the chat. The one person said you have to put brown paper on them. You do not have to put brown paper on them. That you're wasting your expense on that, and just more work. Shrink wrap, a little bit of cardboard, label, you're done. Piece of cake. And and this one, this is exciting, Jace. This ended up going to Japan. So these people put out, yes, I got full asking price on this. I only paid $2 for that case, 45 case. For those of you who don't know what the heck that thing is, this used to hold our 45 records back in the day, and he ended up. I think he gave me the $50 for that, Jason. I think he gave me like $30 or $35 on shipping to go to Japan. Yeah, so the guy spent a lot of, and you know, it was one of those things that I searched for 3 hours because I couldn't find it. Finally did. I was panicking. I said, oh, I don't want to lose this sale, but finally found the darn thing. And the piece de resistance to cap it off on my biggie.
Oh, wait, we still are 26 thumbs up short. We got 140 people watching.
Oh, come on, guys.
Now, I know I did see some of you watching on Roku, some of you watching on TV. But if you're watching on TV Roku, I would still pop it up on your mobile device because that way you can participate in the chat.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you got an option to watch this.
Yeah.
On a big screen. Hell yeah. But you know, be part of the chat still. You know, do it. Have your device up there because you'll have the chat on your device.
Yeah. Because that's what Mom does. Because I still want to be part of the chat. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I showed this item 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah, and I had a lot of great feedback from all of you. Jason, can you show the video?
Yeah,
Mom did her video. Woohoo! Actually, I did 3 that day.
Here, I want to give your cameraman a photography tip.
Okay.
I see him. I see the rest of your.
Oh, I know.
So
yeah.
He's got to lean that down a little bit so it angles up.
Okay. All right.
He's got to pull the bottom out a smidge.
Yeah.
So instead of being flat against the wall, it's now leaning towards the ceiling, and then the reflection is just the ceiling.
Right. I almost hated to part with this. I mean, Mom really, really, really liked it. So there's our video. And so I think it came out pretty good because it did show it, you know, going through all its goodies. And we ended up buying this for $120, everybody. And I did put it up for auction like you all recommended. And we got the one bid for the $500, and that was it. I was hoping we would have gotten maybe a couple of them in there going at a little bit of a battle, but we didn't. But I was thrilled, you know, that I sold it for $500. But I'm going to miss that sign, Jason. That was a gorgeous sign. Oh, that was another video of Dad's. How'd that get in there?
Now, I did say to my mom, too, look, you're showing this amazing light-up sign. Don't do it in the kitchen in the middle of the daytime.
Right.
This was so better. I mean, great video, but shoot it at night.
Yeah, it would definitely have grown up better.
Because look, you got 500. That is great, but it was so much more impactful, that video in the dark. Yeah.
So but I was going to send you pictures. Dad wrapped it really, really well, and we ended up shipping this one because I had it listed at FedEx home delivery, Jason. Because I figured, as big as it was, that probably would be our best bet, which I did and took it to them. And they got that sign in 3 days, and it went to Texas.
Nice.
But yeah, so don't discount a FedEx home delivery, everybody, because it moves right along. I mean, it really, really does. Okay, what are we doing?
For your fines there.
All right. Well, I don't have all that much, but I got a few goodies. So let me get myself up on the screen, and I am going to start with a couple of CDs, Jace. Okay. This one here, when Mom looked at this, I bought all of these CDs except one for 50 cents. And this one is selling for around $15. Have you ever had that one, Jace?
I've never even seen that one.
Okay. Well, it's by Arthur Fiedler. No, not this one. This one is just different ones. By the Blue Hawaiians. It's got Mele Kalikimaka, Booker T, and the MGs. I mean, it's quite a collective, different amount of people on here. So, yeah, that one should sell for around $15. How about Amish with harmonica?
Loud in anybody's ears.
There's this particular one is not up for sale, but there are some harmonica ones for sale, and this should be between 10 and 15. And
Awesome.
that was a 50-cent item. Now they don't have electricity, so I don't think they can play it. I don't know. Right. This one I did spend $2 on, Jason, but it's a white Christmas. This is the Arthur Fiedler one. Have you done this one, honey?
No, I don't think I've ever done that one either.
Okay, well, on Amazon they're selling for $30, eBay 15 to 20. So I hope I can get some of that out of those. Okay, all right. Normally I don't pick these up, but this is brand new with tag, and there was half price day on pink tags. This is an M&M shirt, and these shirts are brand new, selling for $25, and they're there. So I'm going to. If I can get between 15 and 20 on mine, I'll be happy. I paid $2 for that one, and it's brand new. Okay, and then I picked up a Nick and Nora pajama top, and I've never seen this paisley print. Have you?
Nope.
I haven't either. This was a first for Mom. Again, let's get the label. And this was $2. Pink tags were $2 that day. And so, yeah, and as we've said before, don't be afraid to buy just the top or the bottoms on Nick and Nora, because some people need one or the other, and that's how you will find those. This, I don't think I can part with it, but if I did, I bought this at a rummage sale. Jason, did I show you this beauty?
No, nice.
No. Of course, as all of you know, a lot of you know, Dad and I love blue crab, and we went to Maryland last week for our anniversary to eat our blue crab, and I bought this rug for $10. And there is one listed for sale on eBay for $65. It's a nice hooked rug, but I don't think Mom can part with that. That's going to be a toughie. Okay, and then while we were in Maryland, we did some thrifting, and we went to one of our favorite antique malls there. And as we walked in, there was a bunch of Hawaiian shirts on a rack with a 25% off sale. And I looked at them and I said, "Oh boy, there's some nice ones there with some bark cloth, etc." But I looked at his prices, and he was already high, not high, but at regular retail where they should be.
High, dude.
Yeah, $35, $45, that kind of price. So we went through the rest of the mall, came back through, and the kid was there. He was working in his booth. And so I said, "Look," I said, "there's a few shirts that I like there. Would you be interested at 50% off?" And he said, "Sure." And so we started to look at them. And then because I ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, we ended up even getting them lower, Jason. He took a best offer from Mommy. I paid about $10 a shirt. So, from $45, it wasn't so bad. So let's look at this beauty. Look at the colors in this one.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that nice, honey? I'm sorry it was not bigger. It's probably a small in today's times, but it is from the Liberty House, which is one of the old time
craziest Liberty House ones I have ever seen.
I know. I mean, if this fit Mom, I wouldn't sell this because I just love the colors in that. So I paid $10 from all the ones I'm going to show you. I'm going to list this for $45, Jason. I think it's a beauty. Now this one.
Yeah, Debbie said Seahawks colors.
Oh well, there you go, Deb. Yeah. This is a great looking shirt. These are the first three I'm showing you are all made out of bark cloth. You've heard us talk about it many, many times. This is a great Tapa print, Tapa, and this is a nice size one, Jason. No tag at all on this one, but it's really a nice shirt, and in good shape.
Are you vending? You're vending at?
Yes. The Tiki Underground.
Because there's no tag, I would definitely take that one there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's coming up on May 18th. Anybody that wants to come and join us at Tiki Underground. Then this one is a made in Hawaii label. And the bark cloth also. And a smaller one again, Jason. That was the only rough part. I wish they had been bigger sizes, but it's hard to leave these on the rack when I know.
Closer to the Tiki Flea Market you post in the thrifting board.
I will. Yeah, definitely. This is also another made in Hawaii. See, these are old timers, you guys, as you can see by the label. And this one here, Jace, to see, is this the one? Let me look at it. Yeah. Oh, just, yeah, this is 100% polyester. So, you know, these were definitely early. And so hopefully out of my $40 investment, 30, maybe I can get about 120 bucks for all of them, somewhere in that vicinity. And then we went to some of the thrift stores down in Maryland. And look at this label. You guys anybody remember this store? Zare?
Ooh, men's shop at Zare's. There's fancy clothing.
Yes. And now look at this. The kind of a military look.
Oh man.
I know. Isn't that cool?
More like an airline pilot, not military.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I can say that. We ended up paying $3 for this. So yeah, I'll let you know how we do on that. So that was pretty cool. And talking about you know who. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that a nice one? Yeah, I picked that one up. This was $4, and I'm going to put this up at around $35, $40, and go for that. But the ballerinas sell well too. So always love my paint by numbers. They're always cool. These are going to go in as a lot. They were a quarter a piece. In fact, there's a quarter right on the thing. But I don't know if I have this one, Jason. Do you, honey?
I've seen that one. And man, I've been, in the last 18 years, I have bought, sold, created thousands of tiki records. I've never seen that.
So this one, I don't know if I'll part with this one because it's at the Royal Hawaiian, which is the original.
Good?
What, honey?
Anything good on the back?
No.
Sometimes they have pictures of the plate.
Oh, yeah, nothing else. And I don't have this one either, Jason.
Yeah, I got that one. This great tablecloth in the back.
Yeah. I don't know. That's all on mine.
No. Turn it back around, Ma.
Oh, the tablecloth in the picture. Yeah.
Picture,
yeah. So and the other ones I do have, but I'm just going to make a lot, and for a quarter piece, people are always looking for their Hawaiian albums.
What's that? Hold it up. You're too low. You're too low.
Let me get them up there. There we go.
I want to see the one I've never seen. Back up one. No, back up one record.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Oh, that one. Who's the?
Let's see. This is Enchanted Island: The Sounds of Hawaii. Well, it's not giving me much. Longines Symphonette Society.
All right. Yeah, I understand what you
Yeah. So to pick those up. And let me see here. Oh, you know how I bought those clusters of glass grapes? Well, look at these. These are acorns.
Huh.
Isn't that cool?
Never seen those either.
I never have either. And they're for $2, you guys. I got them up for $30. So yeah, well, I'll let you know how those go. And then Dad actually found this piece of like a runner.
That's awesome.
I know. Should I not part with this?
Oh no.
It's awfully nice. I mean, here.
Part with it and send it over to Henderson, Nevada.
Okay, all right. I'll try and go slowly here. Well, let's see. What am I doing here? Got the Hawaiian Islands there. It's a beautiful runner. And Jason, whoever had it, I don't think they ever opened it up when they brought it home. It's really, really in nice shape. So, all right. So now to conclude, I have a goodie.
Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
Nice.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. These are all different. Dun, 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 dun. I have 12.
So hold it up.
All right.
All right. Don't say nothing.
Okay.
What's this look like, everybody? That if you don't know, like Chris, don't say nothing because you'll know.
Yeah.
So if you've never seen this before, what's it look like to you? What's it look like?
We getting any answers?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait. Well, maybe I should tell them where I found these.
Yep. Good job, Matt and Kent. Hazel said a glass. Yep, everyone said a shotgun shell. So show them the bottom now, Mom.
Okay. All right.
The top.
Okay.
So yes, this is a spent shotgun shell. And those of you who don't know, you're going to be blown away to know that this is a tiki mug.
Yes, it is.
Sense, but it's from Trader Vic's.
Yep. Now, I am in Middlefield, Ohio, which is Amish country.
Oh, you showed me all the other tiki stuff. You didn't show me this.
Oh no, I had to wait. So Dad and I are going. It's brand new. In fact, our grand opening is actually this weekend. But they've been open for a couple of weeks, but they're doing the grand opening this weekend, and we're going through it. And Dad is we're stopped at a booth, and this lady's got some shells, and Dad's talking to the lady about shells, and I happen to look over on the rack, and I see 12 of these suckers, and my heart starts going, oh, and I'm holding the one in my hand. And I'm trying to get his attention so he can see what I have found. And he's talking and talking to this lady on seashells. And finally, he looks out of the corner and he sees the one in my hand. And then he sees the other 11 on the shelf. And it was one of these. So normally, what do you think, Jason? These retail around $35-40 a glass, approximately. Yeah. Don't you? Depending. The 12 of them were listed for $25.
Wow.
I know. And of course, I had to ask if they'd take 20. And so they called the guy, because, you have to call the owners and all that kind of thing, because it's, one of those. And he said he would take 22. They said, "Wait, will that work?" I said, "That'd be just fine." So, Mom, here's my question to you or the chat. Would you sell the lot? Would you sell them in pairs of 2s or 4?
I'd probably start with a really expensive big lot of 12.
Lot of 12. Okay.
All right. So I'll let everyone know who's like they're scratching their head right now. Okay, here's Tiki nerd to nerd level. So before Trader Vic's was Trader Vic's, it was a little restaurant bar called Hinky Dinks, and it was a hunting lodge. And so it had some taxidermy, some hunting stuff hung on the walls. And then Trader Vic's spent a week hanging out at Down the Beachcombers, which was a tiki place, and said, "Screw this hunting lodge crap. We're going to be a tiki place."
Yep.
Switching from Hinky Dinks to Trader Vic's. But at some point down the road, they made a bunch of tiki mugs, but they also made these spent shotgun shells, I am sure, as a nod to their origins of Hinky Dinks, the hunting lodge.
Probably so. Now, there are also red versions of this glass, everybody.
The red are way harder to find than this one.
Yes. I mean, I even said to Dad, if those had all been red. But, hey, don't lift a good.
I like this idea. 2 sets of 6, but list them together. So if someone wanted to buy 12, they could buy 2 sets of 6.
Oh, all right. Well, how much do you think I should put on a set of 6?
Yeah, we'll have to look. But also, those come in 3 sizes: big shot, sure shot, little shot. There's your nerd tiki lesson tonight.
Yeah. So how about that fine, Jason? In Amish country. Oh, you didn't put up that picture. Remember I sent you the picture? There was about 3 booths with tiki mugs in Amish country. Can you believe it? That was wild. Oh, Linda wants to know if I'm keeping the glasses. I do have one of these, in my collection, but I will probably sell them. If they were red, I don't know. I'd have to think twice about that.
All right. Well, this is probably the longest song pass expiration date we've done.
Yeah. We ran over it today, and I didn't have that much to show. I didn't think. You know what I mean? Well, it was. We had a lot of good information on the Swizzles. I thought, very nice. Hazel wants to know. She says, "Why is Trader Vic's a tiki sounding name?"
I don't even know how to answer that question, because his name was Vic.
Yeah.
And people called him Trader Vic because he would, instead of charging you for food, he would trade you for the things he needed.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know if it's a tiki sounding name, but he changed from a hunting lodge to a tiki bar.
And of course, he's one of the famous ones too. So, people that are in the tiki world definitely know Trader Vic.
All right. So that's it.
Yeah. I think we did good.
Just 2 tries today, but we got it.
Yeah, sorry again. Apologize, but maybe it's better for us to do a later show out sometimes. Maybe people like that time slot a little bit better. I don't know. But thank you again, everybody, for hanging in with us today, and hope you all have a wonderful Easter. Enjoy yourselves. We'll be back.
Yeah, we will definitely not be on next week. Plus, it's Viva Las Vegas weekend, which is the big rockabilly event, so I'll be spending time there. We got an Easter party to go to. We usually don't do anything on Easter. We have a party to go to. So,
oh my gosh,
I gotta get out my Easter best this year.
Yeah, well, that'll be fun. That will be fun.
So do us a favor. If you haven't, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. If you're watching after the fact, howdy, love you too. We are normally on Wednesdays, early evening, late afternoon. Tonight was a special occasion because Mom's power went bye-bye for a few minutes when we started. But we're always on Sundays, and Thrifty Business is on Thursdays. Got a wild Thrifty Business show this week. we had a member of the thrifting board grow some huge cojones and spend $700 on an item that the seller ended up canceling on them because they thought they could make more money. So we're going to talk about that and how not to be an asshole seller too.
Okay, that's good.
The lessons are going to be, don't be a jerk. And sometimes if you can't find the quarter items that Mom's finds, but if you can find a $700 item that you can put for twice that, I would recommend doing it.
Wait! I got my one more.
I thought we were done.
One more. Look at Mom. Look what we got. I have to talk about this. Yes, this is a webbed lounge chair. This is the lounge chair, everybody. And what I want to bring to your attention that brings more money, and this is important, if I can get it around here, Jace, is the wooden arm. Yeah, the wooden ones bring more money, you guys. The other ones will average around $35 to $40. This is in excellent condition. And Jason, I got this at an estate sale for $4. And I'm going to list this for around $95, you guys. It's a beauty. I mean, it's in great shape. So yeah, I was sitting right here, and I didn't want to miss not showing it to you guys. So there you go. How's that to finish off with?
Yeah, that's a good way to end it. Like, oh, yeah. I forgot I had this $100 bill sitting over here.
You know, right in front of me, practically.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a great Easter next week if you celebrate it. It's also Passover, so happy Passover. Yep. And that's it. So for selling past their expiration date, being thrifty over 50, I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Bye-bye. Happy Easter.
And we're gone, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Yep.